This is now episode 6 of The Adventures of Agent York Moore.
Welcome back, everyone.
Thomas. Agent Morgan, it's past 2100. Let's meet up again at the community center tomorrow. I haven't been sleeping much since this all started, to be honest. I'm exhausted.
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
I'll make arrangements for people to gather between 1500 and 1700. I'll try and get as many people as I can to come,
very
so
specific,
don't
Liam.
be late. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't be late.
I'll be there.
The community center's on the south side. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Thomas.
Well then, see you tomorrow.
Get in the car. Put the sirens on. Yeah.
Problem is, they're not toggle. You have to hold it.
Ah.
You know, it's weird.
What?
What's your go-to buttons for accelerator and brake on a controller?
Yeah, triggers.
It's the bumpers.
Ah.
Left trigger is my siren. Right trigger is my handbrake. Right bumper is my accelerator. Left bumper is my brake.
What?
Yep, you heard me.
Oh.
This is why I'm suggesting you need to play it as well, because the controls are special.
So,
It's just not
Yep.
right.
about those bonus
Hmm.
features in DVDs nowadays. The ones from the 80s have almost no bonus
God.
material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record
No.
one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And
Oh,
remember
bloody
when
piracy, oh, bloody hell.
spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978. Produced, directed, written, and edited by John DeBello. It was really awful, but for some reason I still
That will
remember it.
work, I wonder.
It had so many sequels,
I don't
and the
know.
original was re-released in
Okay, go. Google.
the 87-minute long theatrical
Who is John
release
DeBello?
bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. But that was around the time I joined the Bureau. Did you
No.
ever have a chance to see it?
I know, Zach.
You got no one.
Zach, we'll finish. Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? We need to be at the community center by 1500 today. Just think of talking in front of all those people. What do
Flower.
you think?
This flower. There's something very mesmerizing about it. I wonder what it's called. I'll take one with me and ask someone later.
What's this?
I'm walking
Please
with
tell
a
me.
flower on a car with no name.
What is always about getting there in time? It's still got hours to go.
Yeah, look, the limit is 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock the day before. Like,
Oh,
I
bloody hell.
think we're okay.
You-
Actually, what's my stamina at? So pretty good, actually.
Hold on.
Damn it, Liam.
Just take a cup. This did nice. Oh.
Zach, picking up from where we left off. So, Zach,
No, God, no.
about those bonus features in DVDs nowadays.
You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus
The exact same
Even if they do,
conversation.
the trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of
Oh yeah,
the
what did
Killer
it come up when you
Tomatoes,
searched John DeBello?
filmed in 1978.
Oh, Google had no answers for him.
Directed,
Oh,
written,
okay.
and edited by John DeBello.
Oh, I guess he's
It's
no real.
actually
Awful, but
Film.
For some reason, I still remember it pretty
Hold on.
well.
Attack of the
It
Killer
had so many
Tomatoes.
sequels, and the original was re-released in '95. The 87-minute-long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. But that was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never have a chance to see it.
I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can watch it together.
Oh, it's a real film.
We can buy a
Oh,
copy
God.
on the internet pretty easily.
It is a real film.
Let's check the map.
He's worked on 6 films. 4 of them are Killer Tomato films.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Got Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Killer Tomatoes Strike Back. And the best one, Killer Tomatoes Eat France.
Eat France.
Yeah.
Oh god, the hooker's out in the rain.
Uh-huh.
You know what? We'll get the car washed as well, because I think that fixes it. You know, we'll like get the car washed in the rain.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's how you fix it. Yeah, it is.
he's quite the river. I heard him for a bit.
Kai?
No, he's gone.
Oh, was he actually like gone?
Yeah.
Huh. Shit. Didn't hear him go, you know. Actually, I need to... Oh.
Speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind.
God.
Do you remember that one, Zach?
Back in
No.
'83, directed by Douglas McCown. Right, it was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel? But I never got to see the sequel. The rental store didn't have it for some reason. They said the staff for the sequel was totally different from the original. Wonder how the sequel turned out. You know, the monster in that one responded to sound.
Wait, Zach. Sounds a lot like the movie Tremors.
That one was back in '89, directed by Ron Underwood.
Just stop, please.
Masterpiece.
Kevin
Zach,
Bacon.
that one had sequels. It was crazy. I remember there was a 4th one. I've only seen the first one, though.
There's Killer Tomatoes as well. I mean,
I'm gonna say, because this is set in 2005. Like, don't know why. So... Okay, that's the community center. Is there a way to just skip time? No, I don't think there is. Without side of sleeping. So I need to go back to my hotel, which is... No. Yeah, back to Vale Way. Yeah. We'll turn left onto Calm Street. We'll turn right then onto Witch Street. And yes, you heard me right. Witch Street. Then we'll make another left.
Toilet Street.
And just if it wasn't confusing enough, it's all upside down. As we are on Vale Way.
In the world between.
Choo choo.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
The handbrake's a bit strong.
Yeah.
If you've noticed, the turning circle is terrible, the acceleration is terrible, the braking's terrible, but the handbrake, fantastic. You know, if anything was going to be good on a car, make it the handbrake. Please, for the love of God.
This is emergency brake, you just have to put the handbrake on, that's it. Oh!
You know, you do 30 round a bend and you flip the car, like, you know, that's standard. Honest.
Yeah.
Parked
Oh.
like a glove. What we'll go and do is we'll go and see to the community centre, and depending on the time, because we've been recording for 11 minutes, because I'm trying to keep the, like, about half hour in and around that.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
don't want to leave it, like, in the middle of something as well, so... No. I don't know where I sleep. I think I've forgotten. Yep, definitely forgotten. Is this it? No, this is the bathroom. Is it? Have I got like a key in my inventory? I wonder. Just out of. No. Just got a flower and a car key.
I think the women people have got things on there, haven't they?
I mean, it's not mine, but it'll do.
The.
Oh shit. What time is it now? It's 3 a.m. So we can sleep for another 6 hours. No, we can do more than that. 3 a.m. Yeah, I could do 9 hours, couldn't I?
I think so,
No,
yeah.
I can do 12. I can do a long sleep. You watch, I'm just gonna die, you know, from hunger. Now, on the first day, you do eat in the cafeteria. I wonder if I can do the same.
It's a big cafeteria. There's my die of hunger. No junk food for me today, please.
Oh,
There's always trouble heading my way in this job.
oh yeah,
But
he
I'm
predicts
always
shit
up
in
for
the
a little
coffee.
excitement too.
Yeah. Oh.
There's no theme park in this town, though. All that good luck is just slipping away. But I think I'll have a thrilling enough time right here.
Great. No, I will not have the same again.
Oh, dear.
I need to speak to Polly. I need to tell this bitch I'm hungry. Hey, yo, Polly! I'm hungry! Where you at? to take someone's drink. Yo, fuck Polly, man. I'm gonna eat my cans of pickles. Yo, let's eat the smoked salmon we found. Let's eat these can of pickles. Let's eat the lollipops. There we go. Diabetes.
Oh.
And yes, Liam, there is fishing in this game.
Yay!
Never done it, so I don't know what it's like.
Oh.
Where's the car?
Oh god!
There's the car.
Oh, in the middle.
They're like... There we go. $30. You know, they must have had a lot of FBI agents here at one point to have so many honours just lying around.
Yeah.
There must have been like a fleet of FBI agents that were just here and just left all their medals behind. For reason that is unknown.
So you got hour 20 minutes to get to the police? No?
No. Oh yeah. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. When you right, you's right.
Oh.
It lifted.
Tremors. I think Fred Ward was in it.
Oh god,
Fred Ward
no!
would say, Bruno Williams, The Adventure Begins.
Oh no!
It's
Oh
back in
god.
85, I think. Directed by Guy Hamilton. Guess Hamilton was aiming to start a series like 007, but it had no sequels. A real shame. Do you remember the martial arts they used in that film? Called Sinanju? The ultimate in martial arts, using no weapons at all. Remo's Master Chun ran across water, remember? And he loved soap operas. Man, that was a good character. He was played by Joe Gray, the best supporting actor in Cabaret. Of course, in Remo, he had so much makeup on you couldn't tell.
Oh, I think he's gone.
Just gotta double check the map. Because I know there's a dodgy turning coming up. Yeah. That's it. Fuck me. So yeah, end of the street, turn right, turn left. We're on Elf Street at the minute, Liam.
Mm.
Now we're on Calm Street. We're on Donovan Street.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Okay. Literally, I could just turn a corner and just bin it like that, like...
Yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna be too fast to just go flying.
yeah. And yet, literally, this car is limited to 30. Like, I'm pretty sure if I drove my car at 30 mph, I would not do that, no matter how hard I turned that steering wheel.
Yeah. Nope.
Sorry.
We're gonna have to go to a certain parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
You can't park anywhere.
Oh god, his jacket's inside him.
Oh no!
Greenboro Community Center.
His tie does it as well.
That's an impressive building.
Uh,
Clock tower is impressive too.
fucking hell.
Oh.
But yeah, you know, the whistling. Like, this is the
Yeah.
origination. This is where it all
Yeah.
started.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school.
What?
And not some tree in the wind this time either. That was a tough role. That was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I came to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl. And to bring the one responsible to justice.
Oh.
Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again.
I don't have Hollywood music.
I asked
No, it's
to have
music.
you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please, guide your children away from such places at all costs.
Oh, he looks a bit shocked there.
Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the raincoat killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Oh, bloody hell.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
What is...
Sister.
Do you write this down or do I just carry on?
So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
There's Darth Vader.
Ah.
He's the one that has the cereal and jam sandwich.
You.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Your parents say stranger danger. It's real. But we thought we were invincible.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
You know how we do. I'm gonna question some fools. Oh, let's talk to Thomas. Oh, how you do?
Thomas, you're back.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Oh my god.
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Yes, please. This is vital for our investigation.
Oh no. Hashtag me too.
If it's gonna help you any.
Let you had a tattoo. Oh.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that...
Did it tell you anything?
It told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
Oh god. That body does not work
You
like
see that
that.
tattoo, Zach? A big heart with an arrow through it and a little G in the center.
Oh my god.
That done, but
It's Honey J.
we've all been through the 80s.
Oh.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be. Informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
Right.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
I mean, okay. Oh, someone's coffee. We will be taking that. Emily, come here.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Okay. No relation to the literally all of the townsfolk we could possibly question. Don't worry about it.
Nope.
Oh, who this crazy cat?
Show with your back, mate.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the
Okay.
general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer is no myth, not mere folklore, and a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
Why can't you just tell us now? I mean,
Yeah.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit. One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
oh, we're gonna get arrested.
Case correct.
Fiona.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too.
Oh, I'll
Everyone
bet.
thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Oh, I bet she's been there a few times, for
Amazing,
private
Zach.
visits.
He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you.
It's just there, like,
valuable
you talking about
information.
me? I will smack the shit out of you. What? Did you have something to say?
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Okay. For you, Usher. Huh? It's Polly. Hey, yo, Polly.
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell
Morgan's
he
not
was
caring.
excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Seems some like cats in it.
No, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. Get back and get things ready.
Why do you avoid the subject?
Okay, I'll see you back at the hotel.
I think she could embarrass
Gotta go fast.
the stuff the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
Yee? Oh. What? No. Oh, God.
Oh my. My pot is getting cold. Hey.
She's just
Mister,
dark.
My pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. What is it? Can you explain?
Corny.
Time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pod is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Sigourney. Alright, let's go and talk to Jim.
Oh, Jim.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean. I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
Right in front of him, just like pausing him off. Oh, Gina.
Oh,
Hi,
Gina.
Gina.
Hello again, Agent York. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
What is that pose?
Pretty good today.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any information that could help me out?
Information? Sounds difficult and not my kind of conversation. Anyways, how about a gas stand again? I'll give you the best service in town.
Well, perhaps you can tell me. Why did she bother coming here?
Pod. Get pod off.
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
Oh, God.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your...
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull. If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Frank.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet. Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
God damn.
He's my favourite character so far.
What the? I'm just... Okay, we've found, what's this guy? The A.
Fonzie.
Yeah. And we found the Fonz.
Hey there, FBI. I'm Keith Ingram.
He looks like Negan with that jacket and the red scarf, doesn't he?
FBI special.
Go over the beard, though.
Francis York Morgan.
Back in the hole.
Just call me York. That's what everyone always calls me.
Okay, York. No problem, man.
So, Keith.
Oh, God.
I hear you run the Milk Barn convenience store.
That's right, man. Rock and roll!
Do you sell raincoats there by any chance?
Yeah, nobody ever buys them, though. Anyone who wears one of them, I say, just ain't a rocker. But you know, that scar of yours, now that scar rocks.
This scar rocks? Now that's a new one. I'll drop by your store soon, and let's talk then.
Yeah, cool, man. Rock on, FBI!
He's my favourite now.
Oh, is he your favourite? What about
Yeah.
Sigourney, though?
No. Nope.
Oh.
She's very happy.
Isaiah's mother?
She's going through
Yes,
a
I'm
jacket.
Lily.
Keith!
I'm FBI Special Agent.
Agent York, right?
You are good.
The handsome special agent from the big city. The facial scar trademark. The way you introduce yourself. Everyone's talking about you.
Well, I can't say much about the scar. But the way I introduce myself, Zach and I consider it a kind of ritual of sorts. Everyone
Okay.
has their own rituals. It's like always leaving the house left foot first. It's one of those things.
You certainly are a funny one.
So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Well,
Becky's been taking a couple of days off from work, but aside from that, I heard she was in shock after the murder. But,
You think there's something else?
well, I took the boys along to see her today. She's always so kind to them, and they love seeing her too. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily. Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Okay. Okay, York.
Oh, he looks like a cool guy. Oh, look at him, man.
Look at how his arms don't move, but everything else does.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Look, see how his arms don't move.
Yeah. Oh,
Actually,
God.
owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Okay.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Oh, he's just selling me things right here. Wait, you can...
That's an expensive lollipop.
I can buy lollipops from the gun store.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look, the shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Okay. So he's a night owl. Oh, let's look at Potato Pete.
Oh, bear man spreading.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York. I presume you're the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange
Oh my God.
to the incident?
Anagram.
Nick?
Anagram.
Hiding something?
Oh.
No, nothing.
Please tell me you did it on purpose.
You sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
Let's talk to, I'm assuming, his wife.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia, Nick's wife.
Nailed it.
Anna
She
worked at
okay?
your husband's diner, right? What kind of girl was she?
Well, she was a very hard worker. A nice girl.
Oh.
Did you ever see her acting strange?
Well, not really. But there was one thing. Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
I think that's everyone of interest. The only person I haven't found to speak to is fucking Thomas's sister, but oh well. Come here, Emily. Let me talk to you. Come here. You said speak to you when you're done. When I'm done. I am done. I'll speak to George. See what George wants.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
We did.
I mean, I've literally just spoke to everybody. Still can't speak to Emily? Okay. Ooh. I can't steal cigarettes. Damn it.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Still there, Liam?
What?
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, yeah.
Sorry, Stuart's trying to talk to you.
Oh, I didn't even... What did he say?
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was...
I can't hear you over the stream, Stuart. You're quite quiet. Okay. Oh, okay. That's free to know. Bye.
Well, now I'm pretty sure that's everybody. Oh, hang on. Oh, suspect. This is Brokeback Mountain, boys.
Oh, got a cue what he starts.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
Quentin.
I have an
I ain't
interest
quite
in
done
murder
with you
cases
yet.
involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might
That's why it's
not
called
seem
Cutie
like a case
Thoughts.
to you, but it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
Oh, God.
Sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
Damn. Damn. Got him. Got him.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Swery 65. How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Right.
Oh, dear.
Oh, sir.
Are you okay?
Good evening, Agent.
Oh, God.
Mr.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
She was
God.
so
Oh,
too soon.
no.
Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Her smile. So warm.
Oh. Did he need help?
Blonde hair. So bright.
Won't you lead my sleigh tonight?
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was everybody. It is forcing
Agent
it.
Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
No, they won't go in.
Like clockwork. Oh God. And that is cleared. 51 minutes that took. God damn.
Well, we got a bit of money for it though.
Oh yeah. What's that? $491?
Yep.
But we shall end it there. Our escapades into the unknown of deadly premonitions.